Can I make a prediction? You know, she was trying to come back and she wanted the same money as Tom and Ariana, rightfully so. Let's see if the next season of VPR can live up to the aftermath of Scandal. The trailer is great, sure. We saw Tom Sandoval in the Most Extras. He told me and Sarah personally it was a rough season for him. Lala says the punishment no longer fits the crime. This season of VPR may not live up to the hype. I guarantee you, if it doesn't, we're going to see Raquel Leviss back after this next season. This is season 11, season 12. We're going to see Raquel Leviss. Sarah's rolling her eyes thinking the whole thing's just going to be canceled. I don't think so, Sarah. I don't think so.
I was actually thinking the opposite. I think that
you think it's going to be a great season.
Yeah, and I think we're going to have the Jen Shah effect. I think we're not, because they're bringing back Jax. So Jax is going to go tit for tat with Sandoval. You're going to have, of course, I believe they like each other and they're in on the bit myself, but I think they're going to go back and forth with each other. They're going to have a lot of dirt. People like Brittany and Jax have survived what no one thought they would. I think you're going to see more heat about Lala and Randall. I think it's Ariana's success. I think Ariana's going to get deep, get emotional. We're going to see her with her new man.
She thinks that the world is going to come for her. And, you know, on Instagram, someone said, I think so. If we see a self-righteous, everything is yours in the world, Ariana, people are going to come for her. They are. I don't wish it on anyone, but I predict it.
We're all replaceable. And I think I've said this. Now, of course, your mental health is most important, right? And not everybody wants to be on reality TV. Not everyone can handle it. But I feel like she was given bad advice. I would have come back at a discounted rate, because our girl Rachel should have launched the podcast. She should have leaned in a book about being the other woman. And by the way, let me remind you, they were not married. There were no vows broken. Okay. Ariana and Tom, did they live together for 9 years? Yeah. Should he have done that to her? No. But they were not married.
I am with Lala Kent. The punishment no longer
does not fit
the crime.
She should have come back.
Cares?
I am worried for our Rachel that I think in another year, I'm not sure. It is like Jen Shah. No one cares.
When you are off the TV, it's never the same. You fade, you fade, you fade. That's how it is. You're still famous, but it's not the same.
I always say the only downside to television is not being on it.
Ah, brilliant. More brilliance by Sarah Fraser. I'm going to steal that one too. Okay, wow. I'm going to steal that one too. I mean, first you say it's not show friends, it's show business. What was that? The only downside to TV is not being on it. I love that.
Downside. The only
stealing, I'm going to steal that from you. You know who's not on the TV anymore, but I think she got a sniff of it at BravoCon? That Alexis Jesus Jugs Bellino. Jesus Jugs. Now listen, Jesus Jugs Bellino has been seen out with John Janssen, Shannon Bedore's, I guess, ex. I can't even keep up. Now listen, everybody said for the whole season that we just watched of the OC, which is over, that John Janssen is a fame whore. That is what Victoria Gumbelson said. Now, she would know because she had a bunch of them. Apparently, Steve Lodge was a fame whore. And this is what Vicky swears by. This is what a lot of people said about John Janssen. I'm not saying it, but look, is John Janssen the Louis Relias of the OC? That he is he the new Slade Smiley? Is he just going through, like, it's not going to work with Shannon? Let me find the next. Alexis has broken up with her boyfriend. Her mom passed away. When you do lose a parent a lot, that's where you kind of reassess life and say, you know. So I don't know. I mean, I kind of can see Alexis and John being a thing, but is John in it for the right reasons if it's happening, or is he just who is the next available RHOC? What do you think? This is shocking.
Well, I have spent the past couple of weeks, I believe Shannon Bedore was on my, biggest loser list of 2023.
Which is not even out yet, darling.
Okay, well, there was a tease.
It's fine. There's a tease. We're doing the best of. We have a lot of year ends. Did you look at your master schedule that I sent you of when each thing is being released?
I think I did, but it's like one ear went in, out the other, I
She
mean, I
doesn't
was
listen
like,
to me all the
I
time, you
know I don't
guys.
listen.
Well, this is being released before that is. We're doing best of, worst of, and scandalous moments. Everyone there, we have a lot of top 10s.
You're going to love this.
Go
But
on.
here's the thing. Now I have empathy for Shannon because Shannon has made it clear that John is her kryptonite, that she has never been as in love with a man as John. And, not that this is Alexis's fault because supposedly now after the DUI, John and Shannon are not together. I guess if we're keeping up, but I don't know. I feel like this is a low blow. Not that Alexis is friends with Shannon because they all don't really get along, but this was at the Quiet Woman, the famed Quiet Woman. I
Can we
actually
just pause there for a minute?
Yeah, what? I love when John hangs out there. It's like, that is favor.
Right. Like, and when I slept at Alexis Bellino's one, I was with her for the weekend. Like, this is, I don't even know, 2020. Like, it was November. It's a long story. We had a mutual friend in common, and she was just like, come to Alexis's. And I stayed at Alexis's house for like 3 days. True story. She was like, we're not going to the Quiet Woman, but I wanted to. I was like, please, Alexis. This is a true story. But I mean, if you don't want to be seen, you're not going to the Quiet Woman. So, I mean, I think John knows what he's doing. I'm starting to think everybody was right. He is a fame whore. And Alexis, now listen, Alexis that weekend even told me, she's like, they've started conversations with me. This was years ago to come back. I truly believe, just having been there and knowing Alexis a little bit, I don't think she wanted to go back. I think she was really happy with this new guy. She was, I don't want the drama. Now that she's broken up with this guy, let me tell you something. They all say they don't want it. Then you go to BravoCon and you have people screaming for Joe De La Rosa, screaming for Lori Peterson, screaming for Alexis Bellino. You're on that stage presenting the award to Vicky. I think Miss Bellino got a little taste. Your mom has passed away. You broke up with this guy. I think Alexis might want to go back to the OC. I think so. And she too, I think, wants the paparazzi. You're not just at the Quiet. Come on. Go to the fucking alleyway thing down. This Quiet Woman is ground zero for the OC.
I agree with you. I actually feel for Shannon. I thought, now my understanding is I kept seeing these headlines like Alexis Bellino addresses it, which I guess she sort of did, that they were just there hanging out with like a group of people. They took a photo together, but then, they got like a friend to comment and they were like, oh, Alexis and John actually have a lot in common. They'd be really good together. So I'm confused as to where it is, like if they're hanging out. Seems like they're not confirming or denying that. I think it's hard for Shannon. I do. I feel bad for Shannon.
I feel a little bad for the girl. I actually feel a little bad for the girl too. You know who we don't feel bad for? Dreams have come true for our Miss Mortimer. Tinsley is married. This is all she wanted. This is all she wanted.
Dale looked amazing.
It's great.